Hello, good evening. Hey, this is Big Al from Salisbury, Maryland, and I welcome everybody on the call tonight. Tonight's call is information only about Shop.com, powered by Market America. If you've been invited on the call, you want to make sure that you get back with the person that invited you to get your questions answered. I recommend people to see this presentation minimum 3 to 4 times to really understand the power of the business. And this business presentation tonight is called the UnFranchise, and you'll see how we're very similar to franchising, but more powerful than franchising. My wife and I have been with Market America and Shop.com for the past 18 years. We reside in Salisbury, Maryland. We both have left our full jobs. And I'll tell my story on how we started on a very part-time basis, because I work for the state of Maryland as an athletic director. My wife was a kindergarten teacher for 20-plus years. When we were introduced to this company back in 1996, we were playing on a co-ed softball team, and we really wasn't interested because I just had this was a preconceived notion that this was just a typical multi-level marketing Amway type business, and I just wasn't interested. I'd never heard of anybody ever really making any money. So literally for about 4 months, I literally ran from this lady named Bonnie Gallagher, a friend of ours. I worked with her husband at the prison, and we played co-ed softball together. And at the time, I just wasn't interested because I was closed-minded. I had a preconceived notion. I just thought this was a multi-level marketing. And today, you know, we were just looking for an extra $300 a month. Today, we're at a point in our business that we're executive directors where we earn in excess of $25,000 to $36,000 in a 4-week pay period. You know, and earning that type of money now, you can see that we've left our full-time jobs because we tripled our income, and that's the beauty of what we did. But when I looked at this business, I understood traditional business, and I knew a little bit about direct sales and network marketing and multi-level marketing, and I just wasn't interested. But I wanted to cap on what really made me take a look at this business. And, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get people in front of the business model. They coerce me to, they bring a cooler full of cold beverages and some food and said, Big Al, it's not Amway, it's not a multi-level marketing company. Just take a look at it. I can promise you this, it's completely different. So this portion of the presentation is really what caught my eye, because we all understand traditional sales. You have a sales manager, you have a few salespeople, and whatever this person does, he generally gets a piece of the pie, but these other two people are in competition. And most of the money goes to the manager, but really all the money goes to corporate America, business owner, and we call that a legal pyramid, and that's really our jobs, and you know, in any type of field that you're in. Now, if this manager wants to make more money, he knows there's only 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. He goes out and hires another salesperson, and basically what you're seeing here is it's competition. Whatever this person does doesn't help these three, and vice versa. Whatever this person does doesn't help these three. And again, there's that horizontal separation in just traditional business today. Now, here's what I thought Shop.com and Market America was. I thought it was a typical multi-level marketing company where basically, you know, you're being paid in levels, you're being paid on people, and you're being paid on percentages. And the further you go down, the less you get paid. And basically what you do in those type of systems is you bring people in the business, but guess what? They're all in competition with one another, and the further you go down, the less you get paid. So again, I was very closed-minded. So if you're looking at this business for the first time tonight, I commend you for taking a look at this, because this is what this company's done, is they've taken a horizontal structure with the unfranchised system and went vertical. Now, I get excited when I talk about vertical marketing because we build from the top to the bottom. But here's where we completely different from anything I truly believe that you'll ever see in your lifetime, is we pay from the bottom to the top, not the top to the bottom like in traditional business. And again, we don't get paid on people, percentages, or levels. We get paid strictly on volume, kind of like Walmart. You go to Walmart, and when Walmart buys a bicycle, they buy thousands of them. They don't buy one or two. And what happens is, what they do is they spread them out amongst all their warehouses throughout the country. But what's nice about our company is we get paid strictly on volume. So if this is a person at the bottom and his name is Ronnie, he gets 100% of the volume that he generates from his Shop.com site. Well, guess what? Ronnie tells other people about his shop.com site through word-of-mouth advertising. See, we get a point system, and we get 100% of the points that we generate through our portal. But that volume is like helium. So all the volume that Ronnie generates through his word-of-mouth advertising, his relationships with people, his personal shopping, he gets 100%. So just imagine he creates 85 points. 100% of 85 is 85. But that volume is like helium. That 85 goes to this person. That 85 goes up to this person. That 85 goes to this person. That 85 goes to this person, and it goes all the way up to the guy that started this company, J.R. Rodiner. Now, how can we give everybody 100% credit? Because here's the difference right here, ladies and gentlemen. Each business owner in Market America and shop.com is capped at $3,600 per week per business. See, this has never been done before in the history of the world, that a man or a woman, a human being, a CEO, would start a company and cap their own income and be at the top of the company, and all the volume goes to JR and Lauren, but the most they can earn is $3,600 per week. See, what this does, it forces everybody to work together as a team versus in traditional business, everybody's in competition. So I always tell in the beginning, there's two reasons why this company is completely different 22 years later. Is with us being a internet marketing and a product brokerage company, what we do is we eliminate the middle guy. And this company was started back in 1992 on an idea in JR and Lauren's house that someday we would be QVC without the TV and celebrity, Sam's Club without the brick and mortar. And what we do is eliminate the middle guy. And guess what? Today, 22 years later, we're getting ready to start our 23rd year in April. Our company sits on a 33-acre campus in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm going to break down product brokerage internet marketing company. Now, the beauty of what we do is we have an annual report that we have that's available, and the annual report doesn't lie, because the bottom line is through the annual report we want everything to be open to people. So as you can see, we've not had a down quarter since the company began, and of the estimated $5.5 billion in retail sales, of that $5.5 billion, individuals have earned over $2.9 billion in income. See, when you subtract 2.9 from 5.5, ladies and gentlemen, that's over 60 cents on every dollar back to the field in commissions. See, what we're doing is we're creating a way people change from shopping, but we're creating a new economy, a new paradigm shift, because we're basically helping the average person to succeed. And it's a system called the UnFranchise system. And again, we have over 400 people that's earned over $1 million many times with our company. Again, our company expansion is in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, United Kingdom. The new emerging markets were included Spain, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Panama, and New Zealand and Singapore. Again, I believe with the technology that we have, which shop.com is 5 times the traffic, 6 times the search, will be in every country in the next few years. Why? Because we have technology and we have people power. And then when you take that compensation plan, vertical marketing, that really blows everybody away. Now, here I think is part of the plan that's probably one of the most important. We call it the 45-year plan, just to educate you. Most people get out of high school and college at age 20 to 20 couple, and they work until they're 65. And this is all tracked by Social Security. Really, it's up to probably 67, 68, okay? But for every 100 people that reach age 65, 1 are wealthy. People like Oprah, Tiger's wife, Gates, Trump, known by one name, filthy rich. 4% are financially independent, living off $100,000 to $300,000 a year at age 65, living the same lifestyle. But it goes down here from there. 5% still work. Think of these people in your Walmarts, your mom and pop stores, your fast food markets. Do you really think they're there because they want to be? See, the problem is with most people today, they fail to plan, or they're thinking that the 401 in retirement is going to let them retire. and it's not going to happen. 28 are dead, and here's what's really sad. 62% are basically struggling financially. And again, why in the greatest land of opportunity where foreigners come to the United States of America, the land of opportunity? Have you ever heard that before? Think about that. But what happens is we have 95% of the people spend 45 years of their lives making the 5% successful. See, I always thought doctors, lawyers, and CPAs are business owners. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They are self-employed, meaning if they do not go to the office and see a patient or a client, guess what? They don't get paid. And again, most people today work a plan for someone else's financial success, not their own. Now, the unfranchised system is a 2 to 3 year plan. Did it work for Debbie and I in 2 to 3? Absolutely. We tripled our income. We were so coachable. And again, we looked at this business 18 years ago just to make an extra $300 a month. All I wanted to do was replace the vehicle I was driving, and I loved my job, and my wife loved her job. Never realized in 2 to 3 years it gave us the opportunity for choices. And again, this business can do, most people do this on a part-time basis. Now, like a franchise, we have a system, standard, uniformity, state-of-the-art management tools and marketing systems. Now, again, think of this. When you go to, say, Virginia Beach area, you go to McDonald's. The McDonald's Big Mac is the same nasty Big Mac that we get in Maryland, that we get in California, that we even get in Australia. I just spent a couple weeks in Australia back in November. It's the same Big Mac that they have here in Maryland. See, the problem is with that is, or the good thing about McDonald's is it's a proven system. And see, we have the state-of-the-art management tools and marketing tools and merchandising and marketing. Basically, marketamericanshop.com outsources anybody that's interested to learn about the products or the company or both to people in the field randomly in the area that they're living in. Standardized trainings. Again, the same presentation I'm showing tonight is the same presentation I'm going to show this weekend in Nashville, Tennessee. So again, if you have anybody in the Nashville area, I'm going to be out there for a few days. It's a system way of doing business. That's the power of what we do. Potential tax advantages, incredible, incredible tax advantage. Anywhere I go, I talk to people. I can write it off and grow in visibilities. But unlike a franchise, there are no franchise fees, no monthly royalties, no territory restrictions. Again, I'm going from Maryland to Tennessee. Again, if I have people in Tennessee, I can plug them into the system. Just like if you know somebody in the UK, you know them in Florida, you can plug them into the system. You don't have to be there. And most people do this part-time with flexible hours. And really, the only risk is $129.95 application fee. That's the only thing that's non-refundable. I mean, guys, back in the day when I was dating, I did that on a bad date. Spent $130 and wasted it. Again, just having a little fun with the business. But again, that's really the only risk. Now, we earn money 3 ways. We earn cash back. We earn cash back from our online transactions. But we also get cash back from people that refer to our website, and we get paid on the advertising dollar. That's huge today because manufacturers like dealing with our company because they don't have to spend upfront advertisement money. They only pay when the consumer buys, when we drive traffic to their web portal through shop.com. Number 2 way is provide products and service, earn 10 to 15 customers, and earn anywhere from 30 to 50% markup in retail profit. Again, buy a product at wholesale, you sell it at retail to your customer, whether it's makeup, skincare, whatever, and guess what? You can earn some retail profit. But the biggest way is time leverage and duplicate your efforts by managing 2 sales teams, and where you can earn the smallest check we cut is $300. The biggest check we cut is $3,600 per week. But remember this, per business development center. Again, my wife and I are earning $25,000 to $36,000, but we own 8 business development centers. Okay, tonight I'm just showing you how one works and how powerful it is. Now, being a broker, again, will never be obsolete. We identify the market-driven products, we eliminate the burden of manufacturing, and we don't solely rely on any one product or service. Again, we offer over 60 million. We offer over 3,500 exclusive products and services, access to billion-dollar markets. Now, what I'm going to recommend everybody tonight is the person that invited you on the phone, get a home shopping list from them. Go to their website and do a home advisor And basically what this is, it's going to take you through your kitchen, through your bathroom, through your bedroom, through your basement, through your garage, and you're going to check off all the things that you're currently using in your household. And it only makes sense if you own your own shop.com portal and you own your own company. Why would you go somewhere else to buy? So again, all we do, ladies and gentlemen, is recycle our dollars. We're not forcing or buying anything that we're not already buying. And a couple of these exclusive products we're going to go through kind of fast. But again, our health and nutrition, the difference is we have isotonic, has no binders and no fillers. Again, we don't sell pills and capsules. Our vitamins and our supplementations are in isotonic. Our #1 selling product is OPC. It's a pycnological that helps with basically itises and isms. You know, pycnological, pull it up on the internet, do your homework on this product because it's our #1 selling product. But again, we have isotonic vitamin C, we have children's vitamins, we have multivitamins, we have calciums, we have all types of, but remember, you won't find this in a drugstore, you won't find this in a Walmart. It's the delivery system that maximizes results in isotonic, so we have the patent on that. We also have nutritional supplements for prime joint formula and sports guys like Carmelo Anthony and Scottie Pippen. Again, these guys are unfranchised owners just like me. They are in the business. They just initial what we're doing with the vitamins. But we also have Ultimate Aloe, which heals from the inside out, you know, of the aloe plant. Again, anything internal. We also have vitamin protein bars and energy bars. Incredible. Again, we just came out with some new energy bars I really like. Again, these are all consumable, reusable. One of my favorite products is Melatonin, but now we have an Awake energy shot, a lot cheaper than 5-Hour Energy and Red Bull and all that stuff. It's nasty for people, but again, it's a lot of vitamin Bs, and we also have omega-3 fish oil. And again, I'm going through these fast, but again, remember this. These products do what they say or else we wouldn't market them. And again, we do not make these products. We identify weight management, why people know people that want to lose weight and keep it off. So again, lose weight, feel great, but again, we have the science and the clinical studies. We have daily journals. We got places that you can be accountable to the system through your computer, through your phone, and again, we have bars and shakes and different things. Again, we're teaching low glycemic index, and again, we're getting results, before and after pictures. Again, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. We're teaching and educating. So again, you might not be interested in weight loss, but what if you come in contact with a personal trainer? What if you have a friend that's a chiropractor? What if you have a friend that's a nurse practitioner? They can implement this into practices. Again, these are consumable, reusable, and again, if they weren't good, we wouldn't carry them. Here's Nutrimetrics geared towards the health professionals. If you know a doctor, an OB/GYN, or nurse practitioner, or a chiropractor, a massage therapist, we can implement a program in their practice. We're properly trained 3 to 4 days to work with doctors to create ancillary income. Again, it might not be your target. What if you come in contact with someone that's in the wellness? Patients want wellness, not sickness. But we also have other product lines from anti-aging to baby boomers. I want to stay young, look young, feel young. We have baby boomer products for the females. We have baby boomer products for the males. Again, it's customized. We also have customized cosmetics. Again, why? Women put it on, they take it off. Put it on, take it off. And again, we customize it. We can perfectly match any skin type. And again, I get excited about makeup. Why? Because women wear it. They're not going anywhere. I want to get paid on volume, and I want to be able to help people create volume and create income on stuff that they're already buying. So again, we get into the cosmetic industry. We just came out with the spring and summer. We're 2 to 3 months ahead of the market. Lala Anthony just partnered with our company. She's on Instagram. You know, Instagram's blowing up. We're getting leads from everywhere part of the country because women want to know about her makeup line. Women want to know, hey, what's hot, what's not. Again, we can help them create a second stream of income on top of what they're doing. And again, we have skincare products. We have 5 different types of skincare. Why? We all have different skins. Skin is the largest organ of our body. So again, we can do a skin analysis for you through our website. And again, we have timeless prescription. We have many different types of skincare products. But again, it's geared towards what individuals need. And again, if these products wasn't good, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't carry them. That's the power of being a broker. Again, we're QVC. without the TV and celebrity Sam's Club out to brick and mortar. And now we just came out with some baby and children products. Why? People are always going to have babies. So guess what? Why not target that industry where people can, again, word of mouth advertising, and we have personal care. Why? We all take showers, bath, gels. We have incredible products. We have fixed products. It's instant hair therapy. My wife has a lot of curls in her hair, and again, this helps keep the curls down. And we have home and garden. Why? We all clean our house or have somebody very environmentally friendly. And again, it's very highly concentrated in pet products. Why? Because we all have pets, or we know people that have pets. Again, consumable, reusable, everyday products that everybody on this line is using. And now we've gotten into Conquer Entertainment. Again, it might not be your gig, but guess what? What if you come in contact with somebody in the music industry? How about people that want to get out of debt? We have an MA Capital Resource that's been around about 30 years. They partner with us, again, in 50 variables of math. And then we can sell small to medium-sized website businesses. People are earning a six-figure income just off of retail profit through the web development system. So again, if you think about what we've talked about, they're consumable, reusable, everyday products. And now you have the shop.com portal where we have hot deals. We have anywhere from 10 to 12,000 hot deals daily. We have hundreds of exclusive products. Matter of fact, up to 3,500. E-gifts. What if you forget somebody's birthday today? You can e-gift them from your shop.com portal, and it sends them an email saying, hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary. Here's 3 gifts. Pick one. They hit your credit card. They're getting exactly what they want. We have social media. And here's the most important thing about our website right now is Shop Buddy. And in the far right, you want to download the Shop Buddy so you never miss a deal. And you download this, and guess what? If you go to Kohl's, your person goes to Old Navy, and they forget to log into your website, if they have the Shop Buddy downloaded to that website, guess what? It redirects them and says, hey, don't forget to log in. And hey, by the way, here's the hot deals that's going on at Kohl's, and here's some coupon codes. And again, it does it work. It does it for you. And again, the big thing is we're paying the customer to shop upwards to 50% cash back on everyday stores that you're already shopping from. And when you refer people to the shop.com website, guess what? They get paid for referral marketing. Again, here's some of the stores. I'm sure you've heard of Kohl's, and you've seen Kmart and Macy's and Bloomingdale's, and you see Sports and Outdoor. I mean, these are in every mall, every strip mall. Again, these companies want our database because we have people power, and we're driving people to the website, and again, we're getting paid to shop. Electronics and games, again, we're not pushing anything that nobody's already buying. And what I love about consumables, we're just getting ready to introduce where we're going to be able to sell consumable groceries online that will be drop shipped to our customer's house, to our house, and we're going to get paid cash back. And again, they're going to white label a lot of different things, like how Walmart has their own label products. We're going to have the same ties with major players out there. And again, companies want our database because we're a global, worldwide company, and we get that personal relationship. So again, how did all this begin back in 1992? Well, every 10 to 20 years, there's a new marketing system, from direct sales to franchising to network marketing and multi-level marketing to catalogs to direct mail. And basically what J.R. Ridinger did is he looked at all the marketing systems, from infomercial to the internet to one-to-one marketing and social shopping. He pulled out what was good and got rid of what wasn't good. What was good about direct sales? Relationships and who do you know. What was bad? Going door to door, so he got rid of that. What was good about franchising? One way of doing business, but he got rid of franchise fees, royalties, and large startup costs. He got rid of multi-level marketing, but he kept relationships with people. Again, we took the best of the best with infomercial, and now QVC and home shopping is on our website, and we tied it all in with the future trends of business. And basically, wellness. People want wellness. Again, think about your telephone today, your cell phone. Isn't it getting much bigger? I mean, it's almost as big as the TV. And again, the TV, now you can buy a TV and you can shop online. I really believe in the next year or two, computers, PCs are going to be obsolete. Why? Everybody is on their phone. The many iPads to the regular iPads to the TV now. And again, owning your own business and social shopping. So if you think about what we've done, we're tying everything into the future trends called one-to-one marketing and social shopping, which we call social media. Think of this, provides the power of social media, combines the high-tech, high-touch, offers the ability to reach more customers, and we're matching people to products of people. Again, I asked anybody, do you shop online? If they say, yeah, hey, if I could show you a way to save money or earn money or both, would you want to know more about what I do? Which people are going to say, absolutely, I want to know. Yes, I want to save money. It's such a soft sell because we're not pushing anything that you're not already buying. Now, I already did this in the beginning. I truly believe I want to show in the very beginning how today's economy is all competition. I don't care what business you do. If you're work for someone, you can either be replaced, or if you own a business, somebody's in competition with you. And that's just today's economy. Now think about what J.R. Ridinger and Lauren did with Shop.com and Market America. They took horizontal marketing and went vertical. Now we build two lines of distribution, but what this creates is compounding effect, encourages teamwork and support. Everybody wants to help everybody. And again, everybody receives 100% credit of volume generated, and I'll show you how the volume flows from the bottom to the top. Now, here's the 5-step process, and give me about 15, 20 minutes and I'll be done. Step 1 is you apply. You can come in as a sales rep, you can come in as an unfranchised owner. A sales rep costs you nothing. It gives you the ability to buy products at wholesale. But the problem with that is you don't even get a website. All you're doing is kind of like the next salesperson. So why do we offer it at no cost? But because according to SEC, Security Exchange Commissions in Washington, D.C., we cannot force anybody to come in our company and basically buy something. Again, that's why we offer it at no cost. But most people that do come on board come in for a subscription fee is for $129.95. That gives you the ability to buy products at wholesale at cost, and you can sell them and earn just a little bit of retail profit, 30 to 50% retail profit. But the difference is now you can participate in the management performance compensation plan to earn commissions. Now, think about this. Think about what I said, $129.95. Now look at all what you get for $130. There's no way you could do this on your own. Now think of this. You get a shop.com website. It's 5,000 to 6,000 pages. It's e-commerce enabled, so when you drive people to your site, the company ships to your people. The places, the Macy's, the Dick's Sports, ship it to your customers, ship it to you. You also get a global shop.com site. Say you know somebody in UK, say you know somebody in Costa Rica. You don't send them to your shop.com site, you send them to your global site to make that purchase for that cosmetic makeup. You know, I was talking to a young lady today. She has family in UK. She could drive traffic to her UK website through our website, and basically what happens is it would ship the makeup right to her family and friends. Again, we have the marketamerica.com site. This is a site that I recommend everybody on the phone tonight. If you're a guest looking at this business, go visit marketamerica.com and look at everything on there, because it's an informational site that gives you overwhelming of information, because that's what this business is about. This is not about getting people involved. It's giving information. You also have your custom mini websites. You also get an Isotonic and Modos and Concord. Again, if I'm dealing with somebody in cosmetics, I'm going to send them to my Modos.com site versus my Shop.com site. Why? It takes them directly to the makeup. So again, but it's all tied in. All these websites are tied in with Shop.com. So again, where could you go buy 6, 7 different websites for $129.95, and then a year later they're only $99.95. So again, powerful. Again, we have a business account which comes along for the $129.95. You get a career manual, you get a getting started guide, you get a preloaded MP4 device, you get the company magazine on a monthly basis. Why? We want to keep you up to date on what's going on. And again, we have a training and seminar system. Again, the same meeting I do in Virginia Beach that I do in Nashville, that I do here in Maryland, that you do in Taiwan, is the same presentation globally. And that's the power of our training system. It's right in your backyard. But the biggest thing you get for, I think, $130 is you get the person that invited you on the call tonight. Basically, you get a coaching and mentoring. Again, experienced unfranchised owner. I'm working with people that get my wife and I's 36 years combined experience. Do you think we might know what we're doing? Absolutely. That's the power of what we do. And again, think of this. All this for $129.95. Now, step 2 is we're going to create 2 types of volume, business volume and internet business volume. Our BV is attached to our exclusive branded products. Again, remember, we don't make these products. They're exclusive to our company, but different manufacturers make all of our products. Then we have internet volume, which is our partner stores, or over I think it's like 4,000 different stores. Again, we're dealing with from Macy's to Dick's Sports to Travelocity, even a company called Date.com. If you're looking for a man or woman, we pay you to shop on Date.com. Again, companies want our database because we got the relationship. So again, BV and IBV are used to calculate commissions. Now, how are we going to create those business volume and this internet business volume? Personal use and transfer your buying habits. It only makes sense if my wife's going to buy some shoes and pocketbooks at Macy's. She better buy them from our website. It only makes sense. We're going to get cash back. And a lot of times you're going to get a cheaper deal online as long as you go through the website. Again, retail. All is retailing is telling someone else about a product or service or a makeup that you like, or a deal that you got on Travelocity or Hertz Rent-A-Car. Like I just rented a car in Florida and I got it for $19 a day. The guy says, how did you get it so cheap? From Enterprise. Through shop.com. Guess what? He wanted to know how he could own a shop.com portal, and all I did is give me your information and I'll get back with you in a few weeks. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we call that conversational marketing. Again, we have auto ships, we have internet, we have social media, shop.com, one-to-one marketing. And again, who are those 10 customers of yours? People that want to earn cash back on products and services that they're already buying, whether it's a coworker, a relative, a social media, a hairstylist, a lawyer, a doctor, whoever, a fitness trainer. Again, we're looking to just identify 5 to 10 to 15 customers through conversational marketing. Now, we use the technology and applications. This is all part of the $129. You get the shopping, convert your spending into earnings. I recommend everybody tonight log on as a customer and go do the Home Advisor, and it'll show you how you can transfer your buying habits from stuff you're already buying from Walmart to CVC to Kmart and all these other stores. It only makes sense to buy from yourself. You also have the unfranchised mobile site and the shop.com site. So again, all we're doing is, again, shopping online. Anywhere I go, I'm going to shop online. And again, don't forget to download the Shop Buddy because we don't want our customers to ever miss a deal. Now, step 3 is we're going to qualify our business. And most people do this right up front. They'll qualify one time only with 200 business volume. And most people come in with our Fast Start Kit, which is a $399 plus tax and free shipping, where that $399 is part of your $129.95 application fee. So that $129.95 application fee is a part of the $399. So you get all this for $399. And guess what? You get the website, all the websites, everything you get for $129.95. You get our top 10 products, or maybe you want to come in with the web center. Maybe you want to come in with the weight loss program, or maybe you want to come in with the makeup, where people can come in with a Fast Start Kit for Modus by Lauren or Modus for Lala Anthony, and they get an array of products. Again, think of this. What other business can you go start for $399 plus tax and get free shipping and have a business model like what we have with shop.com and Market America? Now, step 4 is now when you're going to personally sit down with the person that invited you on the call, and when you register your business, you're basically going to look for one person on your left and one person on your right that are outgoing, entrepreneurial. They're looking to make an extra $300 a month. They're looking for a job change. They're looking for a career change. Maybe they just want to create an extra stream of income, okay? And again, we're only looking for 2 people. We're not looking for your friends and family if they're going to fog a mirror. We're looking for 2 like-minded people. Everybody on this call knows 2 people that want to earn an extra $300 to $600 a month. All you have to do is put this plan in front of them, and again, we're looking for the right 2 people. So as we help those 2 people, then guess what? We help them find two. So it's the powers of two, get two, get two, get two. But again, let's get pyramid right out of the way, because here's the type of pyramids they are. Your job, the guy at the top makes all the money, and that's a legal pyramid. Or an illegal pyramid is something that'll be shut down. Well, guess what? What I'm showing you tonight, we're neither of them. We're not illegal, we're not legal. We are completely different. You know why? If you come in this business, you're attached to a team of people. Everybody above you wants you to succeed, but you're capped at 3,600, and all these people are capped at 3,600. Also, you have to identify two people. Guess what? Sue has to find two, and Tom has to find two. So everybody comes in, applies, creates, and qualifies, and activates. Now, if you bring Tom in first and he finds his two people before you find anybody over here, and say there's nobody on this side, it's just Tom here, Tom can start earning that $300 to $3,600 per week. Are you jealous of Tom? No, because whatever he creates comes to half of your business. Are you happy for Tom? Absolutely. You want other people to succeed in this business, because whatever he creates, you get 100% of the pie. So again, it's a level playing field. So what happens is now Chris finds a guy named Dr. Jones, who's a chiropractor, who's an OB/GYN doctor, who's a nurse practitioner. And guess what? They have a patient base of 10,000 patients. What if they just get 100 of their patients to buy the nutritional supplements? Isn't their patients your customers, Tom's customers, and your customers, and you don't even know Dr. Jones? So again, everybody's in business for themselves, but they're not by themselves. So the beauty of what we do is you find Tom and Sue, but now you find a third person. Look where you put them. Not out here in competition. You put them down underneath Dr. Jones, Chris, and Tom. Now, do you think these guys have a vested interest in your brand new business partner that you brought on board? Yes, because he's going to work with you, but guess what? He's also going to work with Dr. Jones, Chris, and Tom, because they all have a vested interest, because whatever Matt does goes through half of the business all the way to you, all the way to JR. So again, how can we pay and how can we do this? Because everybody's capped. You'll see how the business is capped. Now think of this. Everything Matt does, Dr. Jones gets, Chris gets, Tom gets. So say Matt creates 40 points. Matt gets 40, Dr. Jones gets 40, Chris gets 40, Tom gets 40, you get 40, and everybody above you gets 40. Do you see the power of volume from the bottom to the top? So what happens is, as people lead to people, Ashley is doing cosmetics, and James is selling websites. Remember, whatever they do on their left and right, the volume has to flow through up to everybody, including you, and you don't even know Ashley. So guess what? You want Ashley to succeed. Why? Because she's doing cosmetics, but you're doing something else, but you're getting 100% of the volume. So as volume searches to infinity, watch where Ashley and James's volume goes. It's like helium. It goes up, and everybody benefits and continues to go up all the way to the guy at the top. So again, the reason why this business model works is 2 is the smallest multiplier that pays the highest profits, but by capping everybody's income, it forces everybody to work together as a team. So our disclaimer basically says, if you do what you're supposed to do in this business, you have a greater advantage of succeeding. And see, that's where I was. I was so coachable that I just told my sponsor, Bonnie, and her business partner, Andy Webb, show me what I need to do to make an extra $300 a month. Once I earned 3 and 6, then guess what? I wanted 6 and 9 because I seen the residual, I seen the willable income that I could leave an asset for my kids and my grandchildren. So the power of this, you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. So what happens is on a weekly basis with an EEK, not a job like an EAK basis, we're looking for 4 benchmarks of volume. So when someone gets to 1,200 business volume on your left of group volume and 1,200 group volume on your right, you get the smallest check we cut is 300. So again, that's not a bad check for extra income. But how long does it take you to get to 12 and 12? See, our commission doesn't go away at the end of 30 days, the end of the year. Our volume stays with you week after week until you get to 1,200 of BV and 1,200 of IBV, which is $300. So you would get a $600 check if you filled your banks up at BV and IBV at 1,200. So again, there's no time limit. That's why you can do this on a part-time basis. So then the computer searches the next week for an additional 12. Well, guess what? This 12 is a part of that 12. So again, you could have 6 people all do 200 points, you would get 1,200. You could have 12 people all do 100 points, and you would get 1,200. Or you could have one person, Dr. Jones, do all 1,200, and you would get 1,200. See, we're not people dependent. We're strictly volume dependent. So when you do get to 1,200 more, you earn another $300 check, meaning if you filled your banks up in one given week at 36 on your left and 36 on your right of group volume, not me volume, but of group volume, you would earn all 3 checks of $900. Then it looks for an additional $1,400 instead of 12, and you earn a $600 check and, versus a $300 check, which is a total of $1,500 for business volume and $1,500 for IBV, which is a total of $3,000. So again, ladies and gentlemen, how long does it take you to fill these banks up? It does not matter. It could be 6 weeks. It could be 8 months. It could be 2 years. It doesn't matter. Then and only then, you go back to 0. But think of this. If you filled your banks up at 5 and 5, did you do all that yourself? Heck no. That's a group effort. But Tom and Sue got to be halfway there. Chris has got to be halfway there. So I always tell people, take the focus off of you and be a team player. And as your organizational grows, the frequency until it occurs weekly. So the second time, it might take you 3 months. Then the third time, it might take you 2 months. And again, this happened for Debbie and I. We filled our banks up on a weekly basis 2.5 years later. It didn't matter because now 2.5 years, we were going through the cycle every week, earning somewhere between $1,500 to $3,000 per week after 2.5 years. See, you can do it slow, you can do it fast, you can do whatever. But again, you can do it alongside with what you're presently doing, and that's the beauty of what marketamericanshop.com is. Now, we have a placement of business volume. So again, guess what? Tomorrow morning you get an email from the company, and the company says, hey, Big Al, you got 400 business volume that somebody went on your website, and 3 or 4 people, different people, went to your site to buy something. They send you an email, and they ask you, do you want to put it on your left or you want to put it on your right? So we have a program that we can look to see where we need to place it. So now we can give it away to Matt. Now think about this. You have the product sold, or you're buying the product, but you're going to give the volume away to Matt, and you're going to look on the left and right of Matt's volume. So Matt might be at 1,800 on this side and maybe 1,000 on this side. You could split 200 on this side, 200 on this side, and that 400 would cut him a check or get him closer to a check. But look where that 400 comes right back to, Dr. Jones. 400 comes back to Chris. 400 comes back to Tom. 400 comes back to you. And that 400 keeps going up to everybody all the way to JR and Lauren. Again, how can the company give everybody 100% credit? Because it's that capped income. It's that 2, the small multiplier that pays the highest profits. Now our bonus program is you can only earn a bonus in our income in our business if you help someone on your left, someone on the right fill their banks up the same week that you do. The company caps you out at $3,600 per week. So the beauty of what we're doing here is it's allowing everybody to work together as a team. And I want to show you this cap because the bottom line is this makes it so powerful and doable because, again, what we're doing is allowing the average person to succeed by just helping other people. Because, see, what happens in this diagram right here is at the end of the week, when you fill your banks up at 5 and 5, it searches down your left and searches down your right in the same given week. And when it finds someone on your left, someone on the right, in the same given week that you filled your banks up, the company says, great job, Ronnie. We're going to send you a $600 bonus because you helped somebody succeed, or somebody led you to somebody in Virginia Beach that says, get out of my way, I'm going to make this happen. And they fill their banks up the same week you do, the company sends you a $600 bonus for helping people. I've never seen a company, when you help other people get paid, guess what? you automatically get paid. And that's the power of helping people. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the capped income. Here's our CEO. I'm either on his left side or I'm on his right side. All the volume in the company goes to J.R. Rodinger and Lauren Rodinger. What's the most they can earn? $3,600. See, let me tell you something. This has never been done before in the history. If you're a business owner or you work for someone, do you think they would ever start a company and cap their income so they can spread out amongst the people that sweep the floors at your business? No way. That's why I tell people, when I seen this, that JR started this company and capped his income, just like everybody else, I wanted more information because I seen it was a level playing field. So again, what if you do want to make more money? Well, watch this. This will blow your mind. The first time you fill your banks up at 5 and 5, the company says, if you want to open up an additional business development center to increase your commissions, the only two things you got to do is open up where at the bottom. Now think about it. You're going to open up your second business at the bottom. You're going to qualify with 200 points. And then you're going to go back to two people. It says, you go make money first, and then I'll talk to you. Now think about this. 18 years later, I got people coming back to me now saying, Big Al, man, why didn't I listen to you? I said, it's okay. Because guess what? When I can help Bob and Alex down here at the bottom, everything they do, they get 100% of their volume. I'm going to dig down deep and help them. Why? Look where the volume goes to. It goes to them, back to my second business, back to Travis, back to Chris, and back to me again. When I help people down here, I help myself twice. That's why this business works, is because the capped income, but we're really not capped. You can own as many as you want. Our top money earner in the company, Elizabeth Weber, owns over 40 businesses. She makes $150,000 a month, and she was a steno clerk in the court's office. She was an average person, but she was so coachable that, think about this. Why isn't this a pyramid? The guy that brought her into business is Bobby Canada. Bobby makes $25,000 a month. Elizabeth is on the left of Bobby. Elizabeth is here. She owns 40 of these blocks. They're either on her left or on her right, and she earns 150 G's. He earns 25,000. How can that be capable? Why? All of her volume only goes to one side, and Bobby's only being paid on 5,000 of the thousands and thousands of volume that her group is sending up. That's why it's not a pyramid. The person above you wants you to go out and succeed. I want people to make more money than me. Why? That's job security. This is a residual willable income. What other business can you build today alongside with what you're presently doing, and you can will it to your kids or your loved ones? The Internet's going to be around forever, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't get overwhelmed with my passion tonight. I've been doing this for 18 years. I'm more excited about this company today. But let's recap. Cash back and retail profit. Volume accrues for a year. It never goes away. And our volume searches to infinity. There's no levels or cutoffs. Our volume placement, we can give our volume away to people and help them create unlimited income potential. And again, our Fast Start program of $3.99. So again, I want to thank you tonight. But before you log off tonight, I want you to thank the person that invited you on this call tonight. But if anything intrigued you, we want to know, are you a 1, or are you a 2, or are you a 3? 1, I'll be a customer. Maybe timing's not right, but I'll at least be a customer. I'll register and earn cash back. Or I'm a 2. Man, I'm confused. I'm excited. I like what I see. I don't understand everything. Too much information. That's good. Let's book a follow-up and see it again. Get back with a person and get a 22-minute video, get another video. Watch this presentation 3 or 4 times, the same presentation over and over. The more you see it like a movie, the more you're going to pick it up. And if you're looking at this business for a first, second, a third time, maybe a third time, you want to establish your business. You have no more questions. You've seen it minimum 3 times. I recommend everybody, before you make a decision, look at this 3 times. And if it ain't for you, guess what? It's okay. Just be a customer. But get back with the person who invited you. Get your questions answered. Try some of our products. You know, I work with a lady today on the phone that loves our cosmetics. I said, look, try our product. See if it's a good fit for you. Visit our web portal. Give it a trial run. What's a trial run? Hey, Big Al, I got 2 or 3 people I want to put this in front of before I even invest any time or money. Would you do that for me? Absolutely, because guess what? If you put me in front of people, or you put people in front of the person that invited you on this call, and 1 or 2 people say, you know what, I like what I'm seeing, the decision's already made. You already got 1 or 2 people ready to go. So we call that a trial run. Try it for free. Or eventually you might want to say, you know what, I've seen this 2 or 3 times. I think I'm ready to do this. So again, I appreciate everybody's time tonight. It's a lot of information, but if anything intrigued you, make sure you get back and get our financial report, get a copy of our PDF flyer of shop.com and learn more about the information. Highly recommend you to go to marketamerica.com and click on the presentation and watch those 2 to 3 videos that's on that website. Look at the profiles, look at the products. Get back with the person who invited you and let them know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time tonight, but please, if anything intrigues you, please get back and see this again, but please also do not try to go explain this to somebody that you know that might be good or might be interested without conversing with the person that invited you on this call, because we don't want you to ruin it. Again, see it 3 or 4 times. It's an exciting business. Get back to a UBP, get to a seminar, whatever you can do, and we appreciate your time. Have a great evening.